Ryan Day talked about the team's approach to this and getting that second chance after the Michigan loss.
They should be, and we all should be. We know, what we need to do in this game to win, and that's kind of the way that this month has been for a lot of us. At practice every day, there's been an edge. There's been, friction. There's been conflict. There's been a lot of that going on, and that's a healthy thing. And so, the one good thing about this, we're going to go play. We're not going to sit there and worry about what if or anything like that. Nobody really gives us a chance to win this game anyways. So we're going to let it all out. We're going to play as hard as we possibly can and look up after 4 quarters and see where we're at. All the focus is just playing, the fastest and most violent game we've played all season here, Saturday night, 8 o'clock. And, I just think all the work that we put in this last month is going to now show. And our guys are going to play with confidence because we've had a really good month of prep.
Stephen, what have you sensed from Ryan Day, and how important is this game to Ryan Day, given those 2 Michigan losses? You win this and you get into the national championship game and you beat Michigan, nobody's talking about anything other than you won the national championship.
Yeah, I think Ryan Day's got to offset those back-to-back Michigan losses because they were very bad. Regardless of what the context is behind them, they lost by 20-plus points in back-to-back years against Michigan. And unlike last year, you can't use the excuse of the weather or being on the road as the reason why. Him and C.J. Stroud need to do something here to right some of that legacy here, because right now, those two as a pairing are known as the guys who can put up the numbers, but they don't win the big games. In fact, they've only really beaten one big-time team so far, and that's Penn State. And they beat them twice, even the Utah game. Utah had some opt-outs, and they were playing some running backs at corner, which allowed that to happen. And so they do the pressure isn't on them the same way it is for Georgia, because this is basically Georgia's backyard, and they're the number 1 team in the country. But there's not really a better way I can think of to offset some Michigan losses than to bounce back from a Michigan loss, beat the reigning national champions in their backyard in a playoff game, and then get a rematch with your rival in the national championship game and beat them as well, and you win the ultimate prize.